gets me every time. Every time with another Rocky song. He's only paid for one song per episode, so. Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. I'm Glick, as always. Hanging out with the one and only Woke Jeff. Jeffrey, how you doing tonight, sir?
I am doing excellent. I'll let you know why off the show, but I'm doing excellent.
Off the show. Must not be that good since you haven't told me yet.
Well,
I too am doing fantastic.
I want to confirm everything before I go further and brag.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough.
I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch.
Fair enough. All right. And we got the big dog. He's showing. There he is. What's going on, Michael? How you doing tonight, brother?
What's up?
Looking like a wish version
of
Clark Kent.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay.
Oh, this motherfucker!
What's going on, Tony D? What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good right now.
Abbott Costello.
Cam, the picture
What's up, Tony?
Put it on Facebook. You look like you're 12, dude.
He always looks.
I don't care.
He looks super young. I like the belt. I like that. Nice little. Too bad that all changes tonight, because I know I'm not gonna win. I know I'm not gonna win this week because I'm gonna hurt some fucking feelings with this list.
Well, before we go with the list, Mike and I had a quick discussion, and sequels do not count. So, like, Matrix 2,
you know what?
Matrix 3,
Next time,
that's low-hanging fruit.
Next
I
time,
feel like that's low-hanging fruit.
I would say next time you put that rule into place before the night you pick.
It's not something
Oh,
I thought until Mike brought it up.
Somebody's got sequels.
No, I had to delete like 5. So
I'm gonna go ahead and
Chris is ripping off pages. Fuck.
No, I think I might pull executive rank on you and say that maybe next time we do a movie thing, if you want sequels to not count, you need to tell us in the beginning. We'll see, though.
That was my
we'll
bad.
see.
I meant to mention it to you earlier, but I forgot.
We'll see, though. We'll see how this goes.
I only talked to you about that at like 8 this morning, but that's okay.
No, I've been working all day.
Like I say,
I've
why don't you?
Working since 8 o'clock this morning.
He's got a wrestling belt, son of a bitch. Yeah, he thinks he's the champ like this guy over here. Well, here's an idea, gentlemen. The next time you have an idea or a discussion, I don't know. Maybe talk about the guy who's on the top of the screen.
I'll do an amendment. It will be up for discussion. So you can announce it, and then
because honestly,
decide if it goes along.
I mean, honestly, I personally stayed away from franchises and sequels.
Yeah, I did too. I had one sequel,
but
it was more for the. It was more for the actor than the movie.
Yeah, sequel.
But
well, I actually have like 2 movies with the same actor in it, but
I have a couple of those.
There were so many other actors that were in this other movie that
Right.
Yeah, we'll get to that here.
Why don't we finish the introductions?
We'll get to that here in just
we'll get into this. Yeah,
because
As Chris plays on Snapchat.
No, I'm not on Snapchat. I just got a question that was sent to me on Twitter. Okay. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, welcome to the show, guys. Hopefully y'all had a good week. Wait, what's the subject again? I had to respond to a message. I'll tell you here in just a second, Tony.
Yeah.
What intros? What are those? Yeah, right. So, as I said, guys, welcome to the show. Hopefully y'all are having a good weekend so far. Congratulations to the Bengals on their playoff victory. Any Bengals that might be watching. Bengals fans, not Bengals. However, I say that, and I did get a follow from a former WWE, WCW superstar today on TikTok, and that was pretty cool.
That's impressive.
Right? That was pretty badass. I was like, oh, I remember that guy. Why the hell is he following me?
He's really down in the dumps.
No, he's doing pretty good for himself, it looks like. But if you guys aren't already, feel free to check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yes, TikTok. I said TikTok. YouTube and Twitch. And then you can join us live right here every Wednesday and Saturday night on Haps. Download the free app. Give us a follow. Come check us out. Hang out in the chatters box with all of our lovely friends. Some of them more lovelier than the others. So I'm talking to you, Tony. You sexy son of a bitch. And if you'd like to catch every single episode of the podcast, feel free to do that by checking us out on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere and everywhere you get your little podcast and fixins from. So go give us a follow, go give us a like, go give us a share, tell your mama about us. We do come with a warning label sometimes. And give Mike and Jeff the old double thumbing.
It's we do a reverse parental warning, as in your parents should not watch it.
It's at the end of the show after they've already listened.
Yeah.
No, I come with a legit warning. It's just, it's a legit warning.
But then you can also give us a follow, or you can also email us if you'd like to email us.
At nonsensepodcast.com.
Yeah.
Wow, I did that wrong. Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast at gmail.com.
There we go.
I thought we had a website already. Prematurely jumping the gun.
Oh, that's what Woke Jeff does. He prematurely does stuff.
All over the
Today. Twice today, folks.
Twice.
Announcing today. Twice.
Twice, huh? Words do be hard, sir. So you can't go into your good news as of right now because you're not wanting to. You don't want to count your chickens before your eggs hatch. Is that what you're saying, Jeffrey?
Well, it has to do with my job and all that fun stuff. But
okay, that's what I figured.
I got some things lined up that are going to pay for said website.
Ooh.
Nice. Well,
I'll go with that.
I don't mind announcing my good news. I have a date Friday night.
Yes, you do, sir.
What? What?
So-
Somebody's got a day.
Mike, have you seen this chick?
No.
I'm impressed.
He's keeping it all.
I don't know how I'm supposed to.
He doesn't want me to.
No.
Maybe
No, and no disrespect whatsoever. She's a very good-looking woman.
he's
is.
keeping this one under wraps. It's okay. I figured when he hasn't talked to me hardly this week, as opposed
That's because
to
I've
the
had him on
coming
the
weeks.
phone for 4 hours.
Yeah,
I
this
tried to
motherfucker
get in
called
on
me.
that call,
We
by
literally
the way.
spoke on the
I tried to
phone.
get
Yeah,
in
I
on
saw
that
that.
call.
This
What the
motherfucker
hell?
called me. Oh, I didn't know you tried to get up. This motherfucker calls me at work the other day, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just doing some." I think I was on lunch or something. I was like, "Oh, I'll answer him real quick." 3 hours later, I was like,
we finally
"Oh,
get off the
I gotta go
call.
home, dude."
We're literally just shooting the shit. I'm fucking sending emails.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No.
No, not even close.
I just,
Not
you
yet.
know, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I typically keep my personal life on the down low ish. So I just
Ish.
wanted to
You
share
have to
with y'all.
understand the ish. If you understand the ish, you understand.
Just wanted to brag a little bit. I got a date.
Yeah, and hey, and you know what?
With a
There's
hottie.
nothing to.
Well,
nothing bad about bragging about it.
I was literally talking.
I'll
to my
brag
wife
next
about
Saturday.
about said date.
There you go.
And I was like, I don't know if it's this Friday or next, but
Hey,
I
I said kind
whatever
of.
whatever episode happens after the date is going to be interesting.
Oh.
well,
And
we'll find
Wednesday
out.
night-
I mean, we'll know it's really good if it's just basically me and Jeff talking, and then we have this all night. But
Yeah.
or just
then we'll know how
me
good
at
it
all.
went.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
just
Just
no me at
flip it out
all.
in the Snapchat.
I'll be on the laptop long enough to set it up, and then I'll jump on.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll just be Mike and myself.
Like-
I'll just
okay,
jump
so
on
I
and do
guess
the breaks
Chris
for
is
you.
on Snapchat for the rest of the episode.
And this
No,
is
the
be
answer.
like, you know what, Jeff, you missed enough episodes.
Yeah.
Get wet. I'm gonna be busy.
Jeff, the show's in your hands. Handle it tonight. Wait, what?
Well, actually, speaking of the show,
I've got a date with
brought up-
Destiny.
Well, you ain't kidding.
No,
This is
I don't know her
getting
name.
wasted. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so speaking of that, because last week I said that I was gonna do. Hey, how's it going? All about Jesus. Sorry, I was gonna do.
Stevie Wonder.
I said that last week I was gonna start doing the little Glicks wisdoms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just gonna shoot
What
it
is
out
this
there.
week's
No discussion.
Glicks wisdom?
No discussion needed. Just shoot it out there. But the old saying is, when one door closes, another one opens.
Amen
Or
to
if a
that.
door gets slammed in your face, the other one is open and there's something a whole hell of a lot better behind that.
Amen to that.
There you go.
Agree
You know,
to the 10th
Everybody, yep, everybody should always remember that when something happens, just remember everything happens for a reason. It may not make any
Yeah.
fucking sense at the time why that door just broke your nose when it got slammed on it, but at the end of the day, it happens for a reason, and it's usually for the better.
Agreed.
I have never had a job or a girlfriend that I just thought, well, damn, I wish I still had that job or that girlfriend. Never.
I have a job like that.
No,
I don't.
never.
I just wish that job that I had paid a
Hey,
little
Tina.
bit more money because it was a fun job and it was a cool place to work at Abercrombie. I just wish they paid more.
Right. Yeah, that job.
I mean, I had those jobs. I've had those jobs, but I have never been fired from a job that I was.
And I
like,
wasn't working
"Damn,
at an
you know what?
Abercrombie
I
store."
really wish I
Yeah.
had that job still.
I've
Yeah.
never.
I
been
wasn't
fired
working
from
at
a job.
Abercrombie store. I was working at their home office,
He's
their
working at the
headquarters. I worked
warehouse.
security. Yeah, I was working security.
Well, I unfortunately have been. I was fired from one job actually because of COVID. So
Oh, that's
you know,
Yeah, but
I
that's
grew up
nothing
in the
you did.
mentality of.
that's nothing you do.
I grew up. I was raised with the mentality of if you can physically walk, you can go to work. So I went to work sick. You know, I went to work sick, and then that was the weirdest
Mr.
conversation.
Superspreader.
That was
did
the
you-
weirdest conversation. They
Did you
literally
go-
called me and said that I was a danger to everybody working around me, and that I was a safety hazard because I came to work with a fever. And I was like, you know how sometimes you run a fever, then you
Go back
go
to
and you
school.
actually work it off, and you feel good by the end of
You
the
know what
day.
the crazy thing
That's-
is? I've had COVID. I never had a fever once.
Well, the bad thing is I just went to work with a fever because they fired me while waiting for my test results, and it came back negative. But they had to pay for my unemployment, so that worked out. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
You know, they prematurely did something too. But you know what? That job was dangerous. There was at least 3 or 4 times that I almost died. I literally.
Is that
Like,
the one where you
called
made
out to my
TikTok
friends?
videos from like the boob or some shit? You were like
Yes.
4 stories up in
yes.
the air.
Yeah, when I first met you. Yeah.
Once again,
Yeah.
I
I
stories up in
literally,
the
like-
air. I should be on a in a
I
building.
literally, yeah, oh yeah, I literally called people and be like, hey, you know what? I'm about to do something really dangerous. If you do not hear from me in 3 hours, call the cops because I'm gonna be hurt. You know, that's
What up,
Betty.
What's up, pops?
So
So
Hey, Papa Glut.
into into the
Not-
show.
nuts.
Today's starting 5 are worst movies ever made with a big star in them. And as we discussed, the Mike did win, so he is last to go.
Yes. Oh,
Chris going second.
for the new
myself
people
going
that just
first.
came in, I am the reigning
Oh
champion.
my God!
I am the reigning champion. I just picked this up just a little while ago.
You
Um,
guys have no humility. That's all.
I-
There's no humility.
and there is
When
a
I win,
sound.
when
If
I win,
wasn't,
there
I
will
was
not
busy
be-
today.
there will not be
Yes, I
any
got a belt.
fanfare or-
I got a belt. And if I
You're never gonna
hadn't
win,
been so busy today, there would have been an
That's the
audio.
problem.
But don't worry, it's on TikTok. I just need to do it. But
Oh.
5 more days.
that's for you, Clip. This is for you.
5 more days.
All the way up until Wednesday
Yeah.
when you take it from me.
Hey, Wicked.
But you got to take it from me first now.
Bird out.
It's on,
Okay.
bitch.
Bird out.
So-
I'm on that ass tonight, Tony's.
As per the new norm, we are going 1-1-1, 2-2-2, 1-1-1, 1-1-1. Did I say that correctly?
And and
I guess,
And I
yeah.
have the. What's that
Chris
question?
goes second. So mine is.
Wait a minute, I
number
lost.
one.
How do I know what you lost?
I lost.
Yeah,
You actually had one
Jeff,
vote more than me.
Jeff lost. You just lost, sort of.
I only had like 2 votes. So
Yeah,
for
that
my
sucks,
first
doesn't it?
choice, it's terrible. Considering my list was way better. Once again, Mike pandered. So, for my first choice, my number 1 starting 5 draft has to be John Travolta's Battlefield Earth.
Oh, nice. I looked at that.
See,
but
the
you know what?
problem-
I wasn't.
Such a big piece of shit.
I wasn't gonna say John Travolta. You knew who I was gonna say? Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest
Whitaker.
Because that
Well, the
movie
problem
gave me
with-
Forrest Whitaker eye.
But yeah, but the writer director was fucking John Travolta.
Well,
That is 100%
the
his
problem
movie.
the problem with that movie is there are a lot of movies that are really bad, like that one. But I love it. So I couldn't
Really?
I enjoyed that movie. Did it suck? Was I going there, man, this is so bad? Yeah, but it was and right, Tony D, it was uncomfortable as hell. But I liked it. I watched it. I watched it
I
like two
can't watch that.
times. I would never own it, but
I've yet
it's
to
kind of like a
finish
Hey,
guilty
it.
golf.
pleasure for me. Hey,
Oh,
golf.
I've
All
yet
right,
to
Glick.
finish it.
All right. I told you I'm going to hurt some feelings. And with my number one pick, I'm going right for the jugular. Not that I don't like this movie, but if you've watched this movie and you cannot say it's a bad movie, then there's something seriously mental with you. But the one and only Tim Curry himself and the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I have
Ouch.
never watched that movie.
I have watched that movie
never-
more times than I would like to admit to. I enjoy that movie, but it is a bad fucking movie for
It's-
Tim Curry.
You know, everybody talks.
He was so
talks
perfect.
Like it's the greatest movie ever.
Yeah, exactly.
But, oh my god, it's so hard to watch.
It's the fanfare behind it, because as a person who got to actually one time go and experience the midnight show, and you have everybody dressed as characters and they're singing along and doing the movie along, and there was actually a cast that was playing out the movie down in front of the screen. It was fun. It's a fun experience, but you can love that movie and admit to the fact that it was bad, much like Jeff and I love Willy's Wonderland, but it's a terrible movie.
Well, see,
It's
my
so
thing
cheesy
is,
and corny.
see, my thing is I actually put movies on my list that because I have a whole list of movies like that, But the
Right.
movies that I put on there, I absolutely cannot stand these movies.
Oh, no.
Not Battlefield
I do the
Earth
same.
was Battlefield. Your pick, Chris. That was a movie that it sucked. I'm not going to give away any other movies because they might be on the list. But there are a lot of movies that sucked, and I was like, yeah, this movie sucks, but you know what? I kind of liked it. It's like a guilty pleasure thing. I would never brag about the movie, but it's kind of like a
Get your
guilty,
pen and pad,
so
Tony.
bad they're good. My number
So
one
what is your
pick.
pick, Michael?
My number one pick, and I did homework. This movie scored a 4% on the Rotten Tomatoes. I tried to watch this movie. I cannot get through this movie. I was excited. The directors of this movie were Elizabeth Banks, James Gunn, Peter Farley, and a shit ton more. The actors in this movie is Hugh Jackman, Kate Winslet, Emma Stone, Halle Berry, Elizabeth Banks, Richard Gere, Gerard
Oh my
Butler,
god,
Naomi Watts.
if you say the movie
Anna
I'm thinking
Faris.
of, I'm gonna reach through the screen and smack you.
God damn, all you had to do is
Grace
pick one
Moretz, Sean
actor
William
from the
Scott,
fucking movie.
Lee.
Yeah,
Huh?
I know what movie you're picking. Just pick one actor.
All you had to do is pick one actor, not the entire cast.
Yeah.
3-hour show. Jesus
We will
Christ.
do.
I know exactly what movie he's putting.
Yeah, I know what
Dude.
he's going to do too.
Gerard Butler, and the movie. It was so bad they couldn't even give it a title, and it's just called The Movie 43.
God.
Jeff loves that
Sir,
movie.
I love that fucking movie, and you have terrible taste.
No.
Which actor did you call for it?
I mean, this
We'll put Halle
for
Berry.
everybody. We'll do Gerard Butler. That movie broke a lot of records.
That movie's
Mostly.
hilarious. It's a spoof
I could
on
not-
400 movies.
I couldn't get through it.
Well, for my
I
number
should
two,
go to my door? Why should I go to my door?
Ooh. I bet your Pops is outside. Pops.
No, they're down in Florida.
Oh. Well, for my second pick, a movie that has an amazing cast, much like movie 43. But when I saw it, I literally thought to myself, this is the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. And it does star, as I said, a multitude of major actors. It is The Royal Tannenbaums with Ben Stiller.
Oh yeah, that was a bad
Holy
movie.
shit, that was terrible. Holy shit, I literally.
What are you
Tuesday,
doing?
I've still not finished it.
What are you guys doing up here?
That's it. You
Pops
I
and
told
Joe
you!
just walked in.
Smack him in the back of the head, Pops! I told you.
Hey, Papa Glick. Hey, Mama Glick.
The kids are here too.
All right. Glick, if you want to mute your
Chris, you're
camera.
up for Oh, actually, no, I have one more.
Yeah. Glick, if you want to mute real quick and let him do his third pick.
Nice.
Are you sure?
No, he's good. Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
You need to give him hugs
My
and
number?
stuff. You better give
my
Mama
number?
Glick some hugs.
Just in case.
He
All
does.
right.
I know how you usually run out of ice.
So
No,
for
I
number
don't do
three,
that. They're gonna go hang out.
I'm
The
gonna
kids are
go
here, so.
with a very, very near and dear to Chris's heart man, Tom Hanks,
Oh,
in a movie that is considered bad. Is The Bonfire of the Vanities.
I've never heard of that movie.
I've never heard of that movie,
Oh, it's terrible.
but
Are we
It
three
is
key
80s.
cousins?
Is an 80s staple. of
We
horror
are
movies.
brothers. We are all brothers. That the
From
short
another
beard
mother's.
one is the oldest, and I'm the baby.
no, I've never seen that movie. I don't think I've ever heard of it, but I did look at
No,
Tom
I've never
Hanks
heard of
movies
it.
because I wanted
it's
to.
terrible.
I thought when you said
I wanted
Tom
to break
Hanks,
hearts,
I
yeah.
was thinking of another name that I can't even name of the movie. I can't even remember what it was called, but it's something.
I have another Tom Hanks on.
Yeah,
my
I'll
list.
keep my mouth shut because I think that might be the movie. Tom Hanks don't make
So,
very many
Christopher,
bad ones, but when he
2
does,
and 3.
Okay, so my 2 and 3 picks, as woke Jeff would say, I'm gonna be woke here so I don't get yelled at.
Holy
But-
shit! I just realized I didn't go woke. I have all bunch of white folk. Damn.
No, I'm gonna go with Jeff has a soft spot for this gentleman, Mr. Sam Jackson, with Snakes on a Plane, because that was
yes,
fucking
How
terrible.
dare you,
Yes.
sir? I love that movie.
yes, that movie
That was
sucked.
so bad.
So bad. Not on my
That
list
movie
though.
was
but
so damn bad.
It was so bad. It was
I
good
love that
though.
movie.
It was so bad. It was
and
good.
I say that as a person who literally just watched today while I was doing laundry. I just watched The Bodyguard's Wife with Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson and Selma Hayek, and I was
That
thinking,
one was.
the first movie was bad. Why am I watching the sequel?
Exactly.
But it was one of those that you kind of still laughed at it. You laughed at
Well,
it.
yeah, because
you know?
they
Reynolds,
had
you gotta watch.
well,
it. You know it's
they
gonna be fun.
had some good one-liners in that movie. So
And
they
that's
had,
why
you know,
the movies on my list complete trash from start to finish. Nothing good from them.
yeah.
You
Well,
know.
Snakes on a Plane.
Beg to
nothing,
differ about
just-
movie 43. That's
That movie 43.
that scene with Halle Berry and the dude from The Office. Holy shit!
I'm sorry,
Oh.
Hugh
When they're playing
Jackman
Truth or
with
Dare.
balls as a neck. Hugh Jackman with balls
That
as
is
a
fucking
testicle.
hilarious.
That was
fucking
like
hilarious. When he gets hit with a fucking plate and his balls fall in his throat. Holy shit! Dude. I laugh my ass off every time.
I'm sorry. My number 2 pick.
Can I get my number 3 pick?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did 2 already.
Jesus
My bad.
Christ.
Continue on. Continue on.
Number 3 is Mr. Tommy Lee Jones
Uh-oh.
and Batman Forever.
Nope. Nope. I couldn't do it.
Those movies were horrible, horrendous fucking movies.
They're all too campy.
Don't get me wrong. I hate those movies, but I stayed away from superhero movies because I felt like
But-
those were low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
But-
Well, again, I like the movie. It's a movie that I like to watch,
Fuck
but I'm not
Gilbert.
gonna. It was a bad movie. I can admit that it was a bad movie, and
Right.
for an actor of Tommy Lee Jones' caliber, why?
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why?
Standing next to Jim
I seriously
Carrey,
think he had
even
a
in the
gambling-
you know
he had a-
even to this day there are
he had a
interviews where
gambling
Tommy
debt he
Lee
had to pay off,
Jones
I
is
guarantee
going Jim Carrey fucking sucks. Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey were not friends.
Horrible acting. Yeah, exactly, Tony. That's what I was like. It was too campy. It was just bad. Like the writing was bad. The acting was bad. It was almost like, yeah, yeah. Why don't we do horrible directors where we can all just agree that Tim Burton is a huge pile of shit?
I agree. I am not a fan of Tim Burton.
If Tim Burton ever gets beaten to death, I will admit it now. I did it.
Yeah.
But once again, there are movies that he did that I liked because I liked Nightmare Before Christmas. Well, he didn't even direct that one really. It was just his vision. But Betty, you're right. His earlier movies were a lot better. I did like the Michael Keaton Batman. I did like Edward Scissorhands. I did like Beetlejuice. I did like some of. But after I go through my number two pick, after we do my number two pick, everything he did after this movie was complete trash. He has not done a single movie, and that would be. Surprisingly it got 85% on the Rotten Tomatoes score, but it will be Johnny Depp. It will be Johnny Depp and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Nice.
I cannot stand that movie. I could not. All these movies on my list are movies that I absolutely walked away from and never even finished the movies. Because there are bad movies that are really bad that I was able to watch and like, but these movies, no. My number three pick.
I agree with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I like the original. I hated the sequel, the remake.
Yeah, yeah. The original should. That's it. That's one of those movies you
Gene
should
Wilder
never
is Willy Wonka.
Gene Wilder is the man. Relevant. I did see you in here. I'm sorry. Hello. My number three, it scored a 27 on the Rotten Tomatoes list, and it will be done by Mr. Hugh Jackman again.
You just don't like Hugh Jackman, do you?
I love Hugh Jackman. I love Hugh Jackman. His Wolverine, Logan, say no more. Logan. Inglourious Bastards and Reservoir Dogs were
I love Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah. Pan would be Pan.
Awesome.
What? Say it again?
Pan.
Is the name of the movie?
Is the name of the movie. So I was not raised.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I was introduced to superheroes when I was 13, when I broke my arm and was on a couch. So my superheroes growing up were either Greek, Norse, and Egyptian mythology, Peter Pan, and the Three Musketeers. Pan came out in 2015, and it was kind of like an origin story for Peter Pan and Captain Hook and how he lost his hand. And Hugh Jackman played Blackbeard, which was the captain that Hook took everything from. And that movie was completely terrible.
Well, if it's not even on my radar,
it was completely. I watched 30 minutes of it. And I was done.
I like that. Well, for my number 4, I have to go with the most hated movie of all time.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. How many movies you have for me, sir? Did I give out 2? Okay, yes. All right. Yeah. I'm with you.
You did Charlie and Chocolate Pan.
I'm with you.
So for my number 4, I'm going with the most hated movie of all time with Mr. Ben Affleck.
Giggly.
You motherfucker. Damn it all to hell.
I've not even seen it because the fucking trailer looks like shit.
Well, like I said, every movie on this list are movies that I have attempted to see, which is why I didn't. I had a date.
I think I know that Pan.
And I took a girl.
I literally just envisioned the poster.
I took a girl out out to see this movie, and
Hold on. It's
we
Chris's
left
turn.
early.
It's Chris's turn.
We left early. and did other things.
This is the part where Mike doesn't ever shut the fuck up.
I'm waiting for you.
He's contemplating.
Cheers.
You heard him. You took a movie off of his list.
Hey.
Oh, you did.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's
The
why.
first episode of the starting five was just both of us cussing each other out. He went away.
He is frozen.
He froze. Oh, he's coming back.
Let it go. Let it go.
And he's... No, that Geely movie. Oh my god, it's so bad. Like,
it was bad.
I haven't seen it. It's just so bad.
I was so mad. I'm so glad it did not cockblock me.
It's so bad. Let's go have sex.
I would have
instead.
been very bad if it got in the way of my date. But yeah, we walked out of it anyways. Mike just aged himself, taking a girl to a movie, not Netflix. Well, back in my day, I still prefer to do
when
that.
Geely
I would rather
Geely came out, there was no Netflix. It was Netflix when
No.
they would send you a DVD.
No, there was Netflix. But it was the old school Netflix where
Right,
you had to
where they
go on the
sent you a
computer
DVD.
and you pick out, and it would get mailed to your house, and that was
Yeah.
their thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm old school. I would rather go out and take you to a dinner, a movie, a game.
My ultimate first date would always be the same thing: dinner and a movie every fucking time.
Yeah. I'd rather Disney
I was the
and
king
Disney.
of the Olive Garden. I was the king of the Olive Garden.
I'd rather I mean I'm a homebody, but if I'm dating you,
Disney.
I want to take you out. I want to show you off. I want to give you a good time because anybody can just say, hey, let's sit down and watch a movie and like Revelant says, Disney and Dickin.
Yeah.
But I'd rather spend time with you, invest time with you, spend money on you, invest money because that's what it would be. I look at dates as an investment. So, if I like you enough, I'm gonna show you out. And then there's gonna be those cheap dates where it's like, hey, you don't have a lot of money, let's just stay home tonight, but I'll cook for you. I'll cook, we'll watch a movie, but yeah, especially the first three.
I've done that.
The first
I've done
three
that.
dates. The first 3 dates, we're going somewhere. Movie theaters are way better. Yeah, and then I've got like this in my town. There's a theater that has heated seats, reclining seats, and then you can move up the middle arm, and it turns into a couch. So, and couples go there all the time with